Who feels uncomfortable with the word nigga? I'm sorry. Alright, this one is called Nigga Smiles. Hey black girl, why don't you smile? Yeah, show them pearly whites for a while. Why do you look so angry? Why do you look so down? Don't look so harsh or you'll be the angry nigga in town. So clench your teeth until your cheeks are round. Yeah, you don't want to be known as the angry nigga in town because without a smile, they'll cut you down. And when you ask why, they'll say, I was scared of they frown. Because if a nigga frown, that must mean they're mad. And if they're mad, they must be mad at us. And if they're mad at us, that means they're gonna kill us. So I was scared. I was scared for my life. I was scared I was gonna be dead, man. It was them or it was me. So I hung them from a tree. Nope, that nigga didn't smile. So they put him in the ground. So the lesson is learned. Be a good nigga and smile or they'll be scared and put you down. All right, so this is my next one. I don't have a title for it, so. Sometimes I don't think I'm gonna make it. Surrounded by hate and distant love, and the love I feel has traveled through time and space because this is not where I belong. A society where wealth makes you strong, a society where 3% rule us all, society based on wealth. It's a society who puts money before health, a society who equates happiness with the amount of money you spend, and a paycheck quickly becomes your friend. But no wonder why I feel so out of place. Money is not my motivation. My passions fill the bank, but no wonder why my spirit feels constantly crushed. Because my people in Egypt believe in an eternal love, interactions were satisfactions, and creating good ones was the goal. Material things fall by the wayside, and knowledge is what we hold dearest to our people, dearest to our culture, dearest to the times. Our inventions, our observations, and studies gave the world life. They started evolution, and no credit was paid. Lies were spread, and that's the American way. Lie and steal, that's the American appeal. Because my ancestors were forced here, killed on the course here, beaten into submission and brainwashing position. Our minds were blank slates filled with contradictions and seeds of self-hate. Centuries later, symptoms still appear. The viruses still flowing through our souls, creating more diseased bodies, and our lives turn to gold because we return in a state of lies saying, lay low, it'll be all right. But we make things comfortable for the oppressors, tell them sugar-coated stories, and that's our stresses, and stresses turn into mental breakdowns, and we wonder why we stay down because we haven't confronted our past. Conversations of pain never come fast. It's time to make them acknowledge what they already want us to forget. Stop trying to put levels to this shit, man, because my life, his life, all of our lives matter. All those genocides causing face to shatter. And I mean, right on this very land. My people, Native Americans, and others never had a fucking chance, man. Excuse my language because I know my grandma would hate it. But I have a reason to be mad, and if you gon' control my tongue, I say fuck your sensitive ass because and my knowledge is wealth, and one day it'll be power, and one day this world will be ours. All right, so this next poem, I'm dedicating it to Jordan Mayfield and Serenity Hughes. This was inspired by a conversation we had one day at lunch. Location, class. At this time, I was in elementary school learning the abstract topic of history and heritage when the teacher handed out an assignment and it said, I swear it did, where did you come from? Write about your roots. What country did you come from? And your traditions too. I'm not afraid to say I was a little confused because these roots you speak of, we don't talk about it. I knew we grew up in South Memphis and my mom did too, and that's all I knew, so my family's from America. But when I explained this to her, she said, you should ask your mom. But my mom said the same thing. What I slowly began to realize is that my family has a broken link in history. My grandma's parents were slaves, freed at the age of 14. What do you suggest I do? Pay $400 to get a partially accurate tracing of my roots from Ancestry.com. It's not my fault I don't know my culture, my heritage, my true religion, my family's traditions, because we don't have none. We made it up as we go along because we have nothing to build on, nothing to pass down but debt and psychological issues. So just say I'm from America, as bad as it may sound, because there is no way to know if my ancestors once wore a crown.